Hi, welcome to this video by Creating a Family. I'm Dawn Davenport. I'm the director of Creating a Family, and today we're going to be talking about adoption and the LGBT community. First of all, let me tell you that we did a 1-hour Creating a Family radio show on this topic, and that was dated October 21st, 2009, and you can find that show and listen to it or download it, either one, from the radio page at creatingafamily.org. Let me just start off by giving you an idea of the different types of adoptions that we're talking about. One, you can adopt as a single person. Two, you can do a joint adoption where both parents adopt. And three, we can do one parent can adopt as a single, and the second parent can do what's called a second parent adoption. Now, it depends on where you live as to which of these options are, if any, are available to you. As you may know, adoption is covered by state law, not federal law, which means, from a practical standpoint, that there are 50 plus laws on different adoption statutes. Some states specifically exclude gays and lesbians from adopting. Some states specifically allow, and most states don't specifically say anything in their adoption statutes. When there is no statute that specifically addresses the legality of adopting by LGBTs, you have to rely on the case law. A few states have had their Supreme Court address this issue, but most states have not. So we're more or left to the vagrancies of the family court judges. Now, how to find out what the law is in your state? We've done on the Creating a Family website, creatingafamily.org website, we have an exhaustive page, a very detailed page on adoption and the LGBT community. And we've included two of the best surveys that we have been able to find online as to the current status of the law as to gays adopting. So that's the first place that you would look. The second place to find out information would be just ask other parents, other gay parents. The best place to find those is the Family Equity Council list parent support groups. We've included a link to their parent support group links on our adoption and the LGBT community page. Not all of those parents obviously will be parents through adoption, but some will be. Another place to get information is talk to your adoption agency and or your adoption attorney. So all those are things that you can do. Let me just say in case anyone is watching who is wondering, I think at this point I'm probably preaching to the choir, but there has been a lot of research done on how children raised in same-sex households, parent households, fare later in life. And unless you want to wade through all the academic journals, we've included two places on our website, one online and one not online, that do a really good job of summarizing the current status of the research. For the most part, kids they're indistinguishable from kids raised in heterosexual households. But you can go to our site and find the summaries of those research. One is a really great book by Dr. Abby Goldberg titled Lesbian and Gay Parents and Their Children. And she summarizes it, and there's also, that's not online, but there's an online resource that we include as well at the Evan B. Donaldson Adoption Institute. Now to the $64 million question. How do you find an agency that is gay-friendly? And first of all, I'd like to be able to tell you that most agencies are gay-friendly. In fact, you probably know that's not the case. Statistics are hard to come by, but it's from our experience, anywhere from 30 to 40% of adoption agencies still have policies, either spoken or unspoken, written or unwritten, against placing children with gay couples or gay singles. So how do you find an agency? It is important to find an agency up front before you spend time and money with an agency, because it becomes harder after you've done that. Some things you can do. One, network with other parents. Ask other adoptive parents. Ask who they have used and what their experience has been. As I mentioned before, we link to the the Family Equity Council's list of parent support groups. Many of them have online forums that you can access if you don't live in a major metropolitan area. Another way to find an a gay-friendly adoption agency is to go to the Human Rights Campaign. We've linked to there. They have a All Children, All Family initiative where they rate agencies as to their gay friendliness, and we include a link to their database on our page. Another real easy way is look at the website and any of the printed material from the agencies. Ideally, what you'd like to see is a specific statement saying that they are open to working with all sorts of families. Absent that type of statement, what you can look for is look for pictures of gay and lesbian couples with their children. Look for inclusive language. That would be another thing that you can do. Ask to actually see the application and the forms that you're going to be filling out, and look for language that is inclusive. Words like partners instead of spouse, and rather than mother and father, parent one and parent two. Things like that will give you an indication. Another thing you can do is specifically ask the agency if they have placed children with families that look like yours, whether you're single or whether you're married or whether you are cohabiting, whether you're transracial, all those things. Ask specifically. Not only ask them how many they have placed, and ask how long families have had to wait, families that look like yours have had to wait for adopting children the type of children you are looking to adopt. That would include the race of the children and prenatal risk factors that you are able to accept. Ask for references. That's an obvious one, and obviously you're asking for references of other gay and lesbian families. And last but not least, trust your gut. What type of feel do you get when talking with this agency? Ask if you can speak with the person that will be your primary contact. Ask if you can speak with the social worker who is going to be doing your home studies. Sometimes that information is not available until after you are actually signed with an agency. But trust your gut. Do you feel comfortable with these people? And if you do, that's a good sign. And again, let me refer you to the adoption and the LGBT community page at our website, creatingafamily.org. We have a lot of resources there, and we have a lot more information, including a top 10 tips for choosing a gay-friendly adoption agency or attorney. Thanks for joining us today.